Good morning. It's Monday, April 5th, 2021. My name is Terry Morgan. We are here to practice beginning Yang style Tai Chi. We have a series of 8 weeks that will end. So this is week 4. It's going to end at the first week of May. And while we're covering these sets, Monday, today, is the focus on physical work. Tuesday, we're going to repeat the same sets, but focus on the internal work and some applications, some additional things to pay attention to. Let's get started. Coffee. Coffee is good. Excuse me. Okay, feet about shoulder width apart. Start with our stretches, and we'll do our leg work and our stepping sets. We'll practice the form, and then I'm going to stop and I'm going to cover the 2 new moves that we're going to have today. Raise your hands and white crane spreads its wings. These are the 2 that come right after single whip. Stand straight, feet about shoulder width apart. Pull up through the crown of the head. Shoulders down and relax. Open the arms. And my arm's working today. It is. I got my COVID shot, my second COVID shot on Thursday, and my arm was not functioning on Friday. It's fine today. Hands circle to the front. Back to both sides. And up along the center line. Reach out. Bend the knees. Stretch through the back. Roll over the hip. Open the hip. Bend the knees. Open the hip. Let the hip roll over the leg. Don't try and bend at the waist to do this. This is a hip exercise. More than a waist exercise. Roll up through the back. Start at the bottom and roll up to the top. Keep going. Shoulders down as you reach up. One more time, last time. Reach out, pull up through the abs, and I gotta yell at my cat. Foo! Sorry about that. She was going after the back of the chair. Stretch the fingertips up, elbows down. And hands return to your sides. Again, my apologies for that. There are a couple of ways that I can convince her to leave my chair alone. Saying her name loudly like that is one of them. Feet a little bit wider than shoulder width. About double. And hands at your waist. Side to side. I'm going to start on my right. You start on your left. All the way to the right. Straight to the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, keep going, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Stay there. Relax. Straighten the legs. Now with the circles. I'm going to start on my right, you start on your left. Circle out around the foot. Come back through around the other foot. And make that figure 8. No up and down. Straight across. Sink. Bend the knees. And I'm on my right, you're on your left. Circle. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's like you're sitting, but there's no place, there's nothing, there's no chair under you. Two more. Last time. Sink and straighten. Okay, the goal with both of these sets is this focus on transferring the weight between the legs, through the legs, without up and down. There's no up and down. Okay. To do this, the legs need to be strong and the hips need to be open. How much you bend the knee depends on how strong your leg is. You can bend the knee a little bit, and that's fine. You can bend the knee a lot, to the point that your thigh is parallel to the floor. Your leg has to be real strong to do that. You have to be able to support your weight over your legs to be able to do that. And you have to be able to pass the weight smoothly through the legs, regardless of what level you're at. You can be on the floor. You still have to transfer the weight smoothly through the legs. That's the requirement. Okay? So, walking practice, same idea. Transfer the weight smoothly through the legs. Keep the body well supported. Shoulders over the hips, hips over the heels. Good alignment. Pull up. Hands behind your back. Shoulders down and relaxed. Pull in and up through the abs. Transfer the weight to the left. Right toes to 45. Transfer the weight. Bring foot through. Transfer through. No up and down. Transfer the weight through the legs. Keep the hips open. Keep the body well supported over the leg. Take your hip with you. One more. All right, relax. This idea, take your hip with you. Just real quick. As I step through, yeah, right there, there's the hip. As I step through, if I leave my hips behind, my hip is not coming with me. It's not going over my heel. That makes it so I have to lean and I'm going to be off balance. Right? If, on the other hand, I take my hip with me, moving the hip over the heel, all of a sudden now, as long as my shoulders stay straight, as long as this part stays straight, I don't have any problem. That's what we want. First part of Yang style Tai Chi. This is the whole first part, traditional Yang style Tai Chi. Let's practice slowly. Follow what you can. We've only covered the very first part. There's repetition in the middle, and then there's the ending. We haven't covered that yet. So right now, focus on this idea of open and close, full and empty. As we move through each of the movements, as we move through each form, each part of the form, I don't know, mega shut, every posture, pay attention just to this idea that there's a breath and there's open and close. That continuous movement, open and close. Keep that in mind. Try to keep the posture. Try to pay attention to what we're doing. Don't ignore it. But don't worry about it either. Feet together. Stand straight. Relax through the back. Relax through the shoulders. Fingertips down and relaxed. Salute. Right fist, left palm. Shift the weight to the right. Open the left. Arms up. Press down. Palms press down. Shift left, bend the knee. Right toes to 45, open to the right. Right arm open. Bring the foot through, close, and open. Turn. Step through. Same movement except on the other side. Now turn the waist, turn the arms with. Shift the weight back. Both hands come together, pull down. Left hand comes to the right forearm, press. Hands separate, shift back, push. Fingertips reach out, face each other. Circle, turn foot. Reach out. Left foot circles out. Open. Single whip. And close. Open. Raise your hands. And close. And open. White crane spreads its wings. And close. Open, brush knee. Step up close. Hamstring the loop. Brush knee. Shift back. Step through. Brush knee. Shift back. Brush knee again. Step up. Hamstring the loop. One more time, brush knee. Shift back. Deflect downward. Parry. And punch. Shift back. Close the door. Turn. Crossing hands. Palms up. Press down along both sides. Left foot close. Salute. Relax. All right. As we go through the forms, I've talked about this previously, that I've adjusted my stepping, and we're going to talk about that, and I'm going to show a little bit of that today. I'm going to focus on that a little bit more in the later classes. This is the idea that we will keep the same step. This Yang style Tai Chi, we're going to keep the same step throughout. So if it's a smaller step, we want it to always be a smaller step. If it's a larger step, we want it to always be a larger step. That consistency for Yang style is important. In Wudang style, for example, we have changes where the step is intended to be smaller or larger. That's the way it's supposed to be. It's not, and that is consistent within itself, right? Yang style principle is the step is consistent throughout the form. Small, large, whichever one you're going to do, it's consistent throughout the form. Wudang says your stepping method needs to be correct. And there are stepping methods that require a longer step. There are stepping methods that require a shorter step. Pay attention to which one you need to use. Both systems give us the smaller and longer. It's given in a different way. For today, we're paying attention to the smaller step. Alright, so we have everything up through some single whip, right? And then we shift back, raise the hands, turn. White crane spreads its wings. From single whip, open, close, open, close, open. All right? As we work through this, pay attention to the difference between what we're doing. We're just talking physical movement right now. I'll talk about the application tomorrow. What we're doing with raise your hands compared to what we're doing with white crane spreads its wings. Because at first glance, there are some similarities. The hands are up for both, right? It's different. For raise your hands, I'm going to start here. Pull in. Both hands come in. And then I'm circling around to close. This motion. The hands come together, just not this kind, right? Upper hand, yeah, not much higher than your head, so not way up here. Nose-ish, forehead, somewhere around in here. Lower hand at the other elbow. All right. This big outward circle, raise your hands. Close in again. And we open outward for white crane spreads its wings. Let's try. From single whip. Shift. Hands come in, turn the toe, raise the hands, and turn the foot. Right hand down, left hand to the right shoulder, left hand to the inside, right hand up on the toe. Toe. Open. This opening, use the shoulders. We do a lot of things where it's more important to keep the shoulders quiet. We're using the entire body, we're using the legs, we're using the hips. We want to keep the shoulders connected but quiet. For this move, use the shoulders. This opening, it comes through the entire back. I don't know how visible it is. What I'll do sometimes is I'll have a student put their hands on my shoulders, the center of my back, as I do this movement. So you can actually feel what that opening is supposed to be like. You want this. You want to be able to do this, all right? So, and this is a matter of just using the muscles that we have, but we're allowing them to do something that we might not normally do. Open the shoulders. Yeah. All right, so watch. I'm going to start this direction. Raise your hands. Turn. Watch my shoulders. I've exaggerated it. I'm going to do it one more time. I'll exaggerate it again. Make it's smaller. I'm exaggerating so you can see it. All right? I want you to be able to see it. Through the entire center of the back. From the spine outward. This is the way this movement should be done. It's not arms only. It's not flap the hands. This is closed. This is locked. No, that's not. It's big and it's open. Everything opens. And tomorrow's lesson, the energy all goes up. All right, the breath comes up, the energy goes up. That's tomorrow's lesson. We'll talk about it tomorrow. Right now, focus on opening the back, using, as we practiced at the beginning, this idea of rolling up through the entire spine, where you open each vertebra, where you're using the full capability that you have to move your spine. Use that, only radiate it out. Start from single whip. Shift back. Hands in. Close the foot. Raise your hands. Open. On the heel. Right hand circles down, left hand circles up. Left hand comes in, right hand comes out. Both go at the same time. White crane spreads its wings. Again, single whip. Shift. Close. Open. and close. Open, close. Open. All right? Relax for a second. Close. Open. Right? The direction of the movement for both of these is different. How we get there, right? How we get, raise your hands, both hands circle, come up. I end up here. White crane, both hands circle, yes. There's still this circle. Left hand comes to the inside, right hand comes, right? Circle. But I'm going in the other direction. I'm not going inward. I'm opening outward. 2 more times. Single whip. Shift. Close. Open and close. Turn. Circle. Open. And close. No, relax. All right. I specifically picked on these 2 moves. We're going to do the whole thing again up to this just a second. I specifically picked on these 2 moves to focus on today because of their apparent similarities. Both hands are up. We're doing this posture. What's this thing do? Right? This one comes in. This one goes out. Right? Everything all together. Just up to here. Feet together. Stand straight. Pull up through the crown of the head. Bend the knees just a little bit. Salute. Transfer the weight to the right. Release the left. Open and center. Arms up. Press down. Shift left. Open right. Transfer the weight. Keep the hip over the heel. Step through. Right hand comes down. Left hand comes up. Circle. Same move on the other side. Right hand up. Left hand down. Left hand follows the right elbow. Right hand reaches out. Pull down. Left hand to the right forearm. Press. Hands separate. Shift back. Push. Fingertips reach out. Circle. And hands separate. Right hand reaches out. Left hand extends. Single whip. Shift. Both hands close in. And circle. Open. And close. Raise your hands. Circle again. Turn the foot. Left hand in, right hand up. White crane spreads its wings. Open the back. Stay there. Relax. Let's do one more time. Nice and easy. Pay attention to the rhythm that we have, this open and close, open and close. Keep that rhythm, keep that sense of how the movements are working together as we go through just this first part again. Feet together, stand straight. Bend the knees just a little bit. Salute. Transfer all the way to the right. Release the left. Open. And press down. Shift. Find that rhythm, find that sense of flow, at open and close, shift and return, center and extend. Nice, easy, rolling, shifting motion. Transfer the weight and shift the weight, transfer. Same as at the beginning. Just shift the weight. Open and close. Drop the elbows, bring the hands in and circle. Hands up and down. Circle again. And open. Stay there. Relax. Alright. Nice and easy. This rolling motion gives us a number of things. Excuse me. In just the physical movement, we'll do one more time. 3 is good. In just the physical movement alone, this idea of rolling forward and back, in and out, yin and yang, right, gives us this sense of, all right, I've gone forward, now I'm going to go back, and now I'm going back, then back, and now I'm going forward, and I'm that change, that continuity. Pay attention to that. More than the details for each of the movements right now. Okay, we're going to cover the details. The details matter. But this sense of flow, this sense of fluid movement that is continuous is essential for Tai Chi practice. We want to cultivate that. Practice it. Feet together, stand straight. Salute. Shift the weight to the right, open the left. Center. Arms up. Press down. And shift. Open. And close. 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 Open and close. Open, close. Open and close. Open and close and open. That sense. Even if it doesn't 100%, okay? So I can go through in a couple of spots. Even if it's not perfect. Even if as you're going through, you're thinking, but wait a minute, wasn't it? Keep going. The point for that exercise is to keep going. This rhythm. Going back through, and I said at the beginning, going back through and refining how we do that. Going back through and refining each movement. Going back through and refining each posture and the connections between. I've been doing that for 40 years. Yeah, I'm going to keep doing it. That's why we're here. All right. Let's do one more time. Just nice and easy. Relax. Don't worry about anything. Pay attention to this nice, easy sense of fluid, continuous motion. Last time. Relax. Feet together. Salute. And shift. Open. Raise the arms. And down. Shift. Nice and easy. Nice rolling motion. Shift and return. Shift and step through. Shift and shift back. Shift forward and back. And forward and back. And turn. Shift and shift. Open and change. Center. Shift the weight. Follow that rolling motion. Nice and easy. All right, relax. I hope that most of this was reasonably clear this morning. This idea of paying attention to one part of practice while we're working on other things, right? We're working on the particulars for these two movements, but we're also paying attention to other elements in that practice, and that's this rolling motion, this sense of smooth, continuous, connected movement, which is fundamental for Tai Chi. Tomorrow, we'll have a look at a little bit more the breath work that goes with both of these movements, as well as a couple of the opportunities for application. Thank you very much for being here today. I appreciate it, and I will see you tomorrow